Thank you so much for having
Excellent.
me on today as a guest speaker.
Absolutely, man. Thank you so much for joining us today for Real Estate Friday. So I want to thank you everybody for joining us today on Friday. We do have a guest speaker from Horn. He's gonna be putting us up to date with all the projects that you guys, right, Nick? All the projects that you guys have currently, the ones that are coming up, incentives, and there's a lot of stuff or information that you're gonna be providing to us today. So I want to introduce to you guys Nick from Horn. Nick, take it from here.
And Nick, before you get started, I just want to do my disclaimer. We are streaming this live on Facebook, and we're now recording it for training and quality assurance and content purposes. And sorry for the interruption, but I'm going to turn it right over to you, Nick, and go ahead. The floor is yours.
Thank you for that. Thank you very much. Broker Nation, good afternoon. Happy Friday. Great opportunity here today, guys, to discuss with you about what new home building is and how our operation works at D.R. Horton, and go over all types of promotions and incentives. I'm very excited to do that with you guys and to address you guys about our process and how you guys can expand on your sales. I know I understand the retail market. There's lack of inventory on the market. Home.
Oh, I'm sorry, Nick. I accidentally muted you. You're going to have to unmute yourself. My apologies. I muted the wrong person.
Oh, that's okay. Well, again, happy Friday, Broker Nation. Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, it was just the last like 5 or 10 seconds. I didn't mute you for long. Sorry.
Oh,
go ahead.
That's okay. Well, first of all, I appreciate having the opportunity to address you guys about our builder, D.R. Horton, and who we are, and I look forward to going over the process and also giving you guys enlightening about our promotions, incentives, and most importantly, giving you another avenue of how to expand in your real estate business. I know that the resale market does have inventory that moves very quickly, and offers are being reviewed and taking days for decisions and answers. And like I said, there is another option, another way of being able to maximize on your business, and going the new home building way, especially our D.R. Horton way, is definitely the right approach. And I have a PowerPoint that I like to share with you guys that'll give you a perspective about who we are as a builder. Why should you consider selling a D.R. Horton home? Who we are, first of all, as a builder is important to know, because there's a lot of builders out there, and it's important if you want to sell our builder, is to have that builder appreciation and know why we're different than everybody else. And I'm going to go over that with you guys, along with the incentives, communities that are coming up, and existing ones. So I look very forward to going over that with you guys and expanding you guys on your business here. So I'm going to go ahead and get underway with the PowerPoint here. Does everybody can see the screen here yet, or?
Yes. Just make it hit F5 and just make it full screen. There you go.
There you go.
So there's a little PowerPoint that I put together, guys, because first it's going to explain about who we are as a builder, the different brands that we have, because again, knowing what type of brand we are will make your selling process a lot easier. And then we'll get into communities, incentives, and financing and so forth. But it's really selling new home building, new construction is a very easy process for general real estate agents. Like I said, I was in the general real estate for 8 years, and then I went into the new home building sector, and I have never looked back since, because I love the process. It's easy, and I like working on this side because I'm able to help agents that are in the general field be able to help them maximize on their income and show them that there's also a newer way and a better way, and for everyone to win. I mean, if you're looking at resales, for example, there's lack of closing costs available. You don't get very much contribution from or any contribution from your sellers. They always tell you to either add it to the price of the home hoping that the home will appraise so that the cost can be financed, or hopefully your customer has the money. Those are things that we eliminate a lot of those headaches because we do offer those incentives even in this seller's market today. So, I mean, there's a lot of advantages you could take advantage. That could definitely help you here. So, who is D.R. Horton? We're a nationwide builder. We're on the stock market. Right now, currently, over the last 40 years, we've sold over 700,000 homes. And the reason why we've done that is because we have different collections of homes that we sell from. And we sell to all different types of target consumer groups. For example, Express Homes is one of our collections of it's a D.R. Horton company that specializes in selling pre-entry level pricing, pre-entry level options, standard options, and so forth. This is focusing on communities that are focusing on pricing, standard pricing, and for first-time home buyers, more or less. We're focusing on affordability here. So in Express communities, you'll have lower price points, and then you have standard options. Like, for example, we'll offer just basically standard options like Formica cabinets, and but everything's brand new, but we just offer affordability here. That's what we stress on here, because again, we want to try to target every builder that we can. Then we also have D.R. Horton, which is a combination of standard options and upgrades and options. So basically the way I would explain this is that you have starting prices. Let's say for Express Homes, we have Keys Point, we have homes starting in the low 200s. The options that are added to the home are minimally priced so that the final price could be more affordable. So option prices could be about $3,000 to $5,000 in upgrades. Now, D.R. Horton, we offer more upgrades. Like the cabinets are more upgraded. The countertops would be either granite or quartz, and those upgrades could be between, from standard 5,000 to about 14 or 15,000 in upgrades inside the home. So that's what makes a difference of the pricing and so forth. So that's why if you see the brand Express would mean that it's more of a pre-entry level pricing, entry level living, and standard options. D.R. Horton brand will offer a combination of both. We do have two other brands that we offer, which is Emerald and Freedom Homes, but that's further in the north, like around Palm Beach and around Port St. Lucie. So in the South Florida area, we're going to be concentrating on. We have D.R. Horton as one brand and Express as the other. So, and the reason why it's important to know the difference, because if you have a customer that's really particular on options, or they want glamour, they want high luxury, you don't want to take it to an Express home, because those are all Formica, and they may want something that's more upgraded. Or if you have a customer that's really focusing on having a very affordable monthly payment, Express Homes would be the better option, so that it's more affordable and you're not spending so much on upgrades. But again, what I will tell you is that D.R. Horton and Express, we build our homes to a great value, and we have, all of our homes are smart home and ready. Smart home meaning that they have smart home technology. They come with the Alexa Dot. Both homes have that. They come with a Colossus panel, touchscreen with the built-in camera. They'll have the Z-Wave thermostat, which controls the thermostat for the AC. It'll have the light switch for the outside to control for its timer, and it would also have the Sky Bell as well. So you're gonna have all type of video and camera, live feedings, and also you can use your cell phone to access the Colossus control panel as well. So, like I said, our homes are smart home ready, and like I said, it's definitely no question an advantage for you guys to take advantage of. So, here's my big question is for you guys: is why should you consider selling a D.R. Horton home? Well, there are a lot of great reasons here. For one, we're America's #1 builder. We've been building homes since 2000. We've been America's #1 builder since 2002, and we've sold over 700,000 homes in 4 years. So that makes us #1 in our industry as far as sales and closings. Number two, we're considered a spec builder, meaning that we have homes that when we put on the market, they're ready to close between 30 to 45 days. That's a huge advantage because for the realtor's perspective, you get paid quickly. Secondly, on the buyer's perspective, the buyer's selling and buying situation won't change as quickly, won't change. There's a less of a chance for a buyer's situation to change rather than buying a pre-construction home that could be between 6 to 8 months where anything can happen to that buyer, change of job, loss of job, or something happens with them financially where their financial picture changes or job changes where they have to move somewhere else and where the location won't work anymore, or they can't qualify for that home anymore, or something happened financially where they had to buy a car, so now they can't afford that home anymore. They don't have the credit to support that home anymore because things change. So the longer the time period between going into contract and closing, the more difficult it is to keep that buyer in line. So the advantage of having inventory homes, fast closings, you get paid quickly, less of a chance for a buyer to cancel, and everybody wins. And of course, the best part of having inventory homes is we usually offer higher incentives for the buyer. We offer more closing costs because those are homes that we need to move off of our inventory list. The biggest hurdle for any builder is to get rid of inventory, especially if it's aged inventory. So when we have aged inventory, we give more incentives on those, and we really try to move those as quick as possible. So that's one of the biggest advantages of selling a D.R. Horton home, is that we're in that circumstance. Now, there's some communities that we have no choice but to sell at an earlier stage of construction because the market that we're in, we're in the seller's market, so things are moving very quickly. So because of that, we have no choice but to transition somewhat into that stage of construction. But in most cases, our business plan and portfolio is that we are spec builders. And of course, another great reason for selling a D.R. Horton home is because of our commission programs. Right now, we have tremendous commission programs right now. And the reason we do this is because your business is so integral to what we are trying to do here. We depend on you realtors to bring us customers because that's a major part of our business plan, is that we have realtors that go out there and they find customers for us that fit their needs, and because of that, we offer standard commission programs, and we also have, for inventory homes, we'll have a higher rate of commission, plus we also offer additional dollar bonuses. So for example, this month for the holiday, any homes that close D.R. Horton or Express that goes under contract this month and closes by the end of February, right now we're offering 4% commission plus $2,500. Very exciting times, ladies and gentlemen. This is the best time to buy. This is the best time to be selling a D.R. Horton home. And we do have inventory that's coming back in the market where you'll have opportunities to sell those homes. So the commission programs are amazing. I mean, we've had months where we offer commissions as high as 6%. And again, especially in this market, if you can find someone that can close right away and take part of what we're doing right now, especially with our commission programs and for our inventory homes, they'll definitely come out on top. Another reason why that you should sell a D.R. Horton home is because we also have a mortgage company. We can pre-qualify your buyer with our company before the appointment or after the appointment. And by using our lender, your buyer's going to be eligible for higher incentives or be eligible for the maximum that we offer. So right now, this month, if your buyer qualifies with our lender or with our other preferred lenders, depending on the circumstance, right now we're offering closing costs up to $10,000 for closing, or $12,000, plus an additional $2,000 if they close by the end of February. So there's a lot of programs and advantages of using our lender. And like I said, we do verify income. We can do those hard approvals for you up front, so that, you know, once we do go to underwriting, there's no surprises. So, I mean, we'll be able to verify all that information, verification of employment, income, and all that sort. And, you know, we'll make sure that your customer's in line. Let's see. And also another reason why you should consider selling a D.R. Horton home, or even new construction period, is because of insurance rates. By selling our D.R. Horton home, one of the advantages that you'll have is that you'll also get you'll be qualified for a very low monthly insurance premiums. And the reason for this is we're brand new and we're selling homes up to code, and we're satisfying every requirement for, you know, for hazard insurance. So because of that, you'll be able to qualify for, you know, very low monthly premiums, which is going to be more affordable for your customer for his overall monthly expense. So it's very, you know, a lot of advantages here. And of course, you know, when you're buying a brand new home, you also have a warranty program, which is, again, it's a tremendous advantage for your customer. Not only they're buying a brand new home with great incentives, we also have an amazing warranty program. We offer a 1-year warranty program on appliances, 2-year for the plumbing, electric, and if they do all the surveys, they'll get 2 years of new home warranty on the roof as well. And they also offer a 10-year structural warranty, which is basically anything with construction. Any issues with construction in a 10-year period, it's on us to take care of it for you guys. So my biggest takeaway of why you should sell a D.R. Horton home is because we're America's #1 builder since 2002. We have inventory homes that are ready to move right away. So fast paid closings for you, less of a chance of a customer being able to cancel or have a life-changing situation that could force them to cancel the purchase agreement. Tremendous realtor programs. Right now, we're offering 4% plus $2,500 this month. So you need to sign a contract this month and close by end of February to get that. What else? We have a DHI Mortgage, is our mortgage company. By using our lender, your customer can gain the maximum incentives that we offer. And guess what? They don't have, and again, our rates we have all-time low rates right now. So with that together, we'll be able to take advantage, of having a low monthly payment and save their money on their closing costs, and not have to worry about financing the closing costs or having to come up with extra money towards that. They can use that for something else. They can use that for furniture they want to buy in the future, or whatever endeavors they want. And of course, our warranty program, the 1-2-10 warranty punch, which is a huge advantage. I mean, you're buying a brand new home with our guarantee.
Nick, do we have time for some questions?
Yes.
Absolutely. All right. So we're super pumped because everything that you're saying is awesome. Sounds great. There's a lot of incentive for the agents. So where can we find some of this inventory? Where can we find these communities, these homes?
Oh, great question. Well, what I plan on doing is from this point on, once we're done, I was going to reach out to you because I like to send this information to your office assistant that could forward all this information to your agents weekly. I like to do that. Or if they want, they can add their emails in that chat list, and I can add them onto my e-blast that I do weekly, which I'll send out.
Well, in fact, with everyone's permission, I'll share with you the list so you can send it to everybody directly.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And another question I have is,
it's important that you guys do. I mean, I do send quite a bit of emails because I work all the communities. But what's important is that it's important to read these emails and really study it, because a lot of these promotions change to your advantage, especially in the middle of the month. That will add tweaks to the deal, and it can make or break your possible sale and opportunity.
Okay, excellent. So what I'll do is, again, with everyone's permission, I'll share the email, everybody's email from the company to you, so you can go ahead and include them in your email database and send it to them so you can reach out to them directly and update them with the information. Now, what mortgage company you use? I think that was another question I saw.
Our lender, our primary lender is DHI Mortgage. That's our company lender. However, sometimes DHI Mortgage, they have certain guidelines that they have to follow, and they may not approve some files, but we do have other preferred lenders that are more flexible.
Okay.
They're flexible on other terms that maybe DHI is not, and we're able to offer those incentives for those other two lenders that we use. Our other preferred lenders is PRMG, but it has to be guided through Leslie from Daisy Gomez. Daisy has to be the one. She's the manager there. She has to guide through any loan officers there. Has to go through her to make sure we get the incentives. And our other lender is U.S. Mortgage with Michelle Hart.
Yeah. All right, perfect. So,
Home Financing Center with Louis Figueroa. So,
yeah,
but DHI Mortgage has to get the first crack at the opportunity. Now, if they don't qualify the buyer, then we can go down to the other lenders and get them qualified and also be able to take advantage of the incentives, the full incentives.
Okay. As far as interest rates go, I'm pretty sure. Can you hear me?
Outside lender, but the only thing, but the maximum we can give you for closing costs is $2,500.
All right, Nick. All right. Another thing I wanted to say is, so as far as interest rates, I'm pretty sure all companies are all that you guys use, as far as mortgage companies, they're all pretty. They're using the interest rate, whatever interest rate is in the market, depending on obviously a few factors.
Right. Well, for example, right now we're offering interest rates in any government loans. We're offering the 2.5 range, and if your credit score is somewhere in the mid 6s and up, you'll be able to qualify for that low rate of 2.5%. We do have some outside lenders that actually go as low as 2.25, but again, their credit has to be a little bit stronger, and it all depends on the profile of the customer. But I mean, even if your credit's a little short, now here's the good part. If you have a customer that needs credit repair, DHI Mortgage has a credit repair program where we can get your customer registered. They'll tell them exactly what needs to be paid off. And let's say there's a home that needs to be built or it needs a few months to be finished. If it matches to what your customer's needs are for credit, we can actually put them under contract while they're getting their credit adjusted and corrected with the program. And if those times match, then they can close on that home, and they can lock the price of the home and gain that equity instead of having to pay higher premium later. Or the risk of, I mean, remember when you're waiting for different markets and homes to be ready. If you're sitting out, there's several risk factors. Number one, the fact that the home might be sold, or the community might be sold, is one factor. The other is that the interest rates can go up, so their monthly payment's going to be higher later. So, I mean, I urge customers, this is the time to buy. The time to buying is now, because again, the interest rates are low and the incentives are high. And if you're buying in a community where we're building more for the future, you're buying where you're getting bottom pricing right now, because we're in an upward trend right now in pricing as we speak. I mean, this is a seller's market. So, the time to buy is now and take advantage of what we're doing. And one of the biggest difference between buying and reselling versus new home construction is that it's first come, first serve. Whether the person's a VA buyer, FHA buyer, or a cash buyer, whoever signs to that home first and is qualified gets that home. You're not going to have to worry about you have to worry about sending an offer to a homeowner, and they're sitting on that offer for a couple of days while other offers come in. They can review whatever they want and decide what's best for the deal. So, I mean, that's one of the biggest advantages. We don't do that. We go first come, first serve.
All right, excellent. Do you have so another question here? As far as that you have seen credit score approval, what is the minimum that anybody couldn't qualify?
If you're somewhere in the 600s, you'll qualify. But again, the rate could be adjusted based on that. And that's why we kind of, depending on what home they're trying to buy, if they're trying to buy a home that's in the middle stages of construction, we'll encourage them to do our credit repair, depending what their back end ratios are. Because if their back end ratios are kind of high, then we can they can pay off some debt so that they can increase the credit score and qualify for a lower interest rate and get the lower monthly. Now, what I mean is, guys, is that there's two ratios. You have a front end ratio, which is based on income and the property value, and the other is the debt and property value and so forth. That's the back end ratio. Back end ratios, to qualify there, need to have the lowest amount of debt as possible on your credit report. So, we always review each application one at a time, and it's all case by case. But if you're somewhere in the 600s, you can't qualify. But again, it also depends on how much debt they have too, because debts can actually carry your ratios over to not qualify.
All right, good, Nick. That's good info. In fact, one thing I would suggest is when you guys do your pre-approval, not your pre-approval, but your pre-qualification to see if the client would qualify or not. This is little things that you can keep in mind. I have personally been able to work a lot with Dearhorn. A lot of our agents in Broker Nation have also worked with Dearhorn in the past few months. So the best way is take it to them, let them do their thing, show them the property, show them the product that they're offering. The incentives are great. The lenders are great, and they're working with the buyers. No matter if they're good or bad, they have a solution for everybody. So if you're part of the solution instead of part of the problem, we'll be able to help a lot of customers more and a lot faster. Do you have any Chrome area, Kendall area, some of that inventory in those areas?
No, I completely agree with everything you said there, Dalen. And one thing I can actually suggest too is if your customer is really interested in applying for, going that new construction route, I would recommend them having it qualified before the appointment. If you want to set an appointment with me, you can call me. I can send you the application through the web link through your email. You can qualify with our lender. I can follow up to make sure that monthly payment, that's the monthly payment they're qualified for and they're comfortable with. And then while they come in, they can see which home they like, and then they can go write the contract. What I do see happen here from time to time, especially in our market in Homestead, is that customers come, they see the home, they want to get qualified, and by the time they finish the qualification process, somebody else that qualified the day before buys that home site. So it does move here very quickly as well, and it's very competitive, and home sites fly right on and off the market here. So and I always suggest to my customers, hey, go ahead and qualify for that lender online. Just because you're qualifying with the lender doesn't mean you're buying the home, but you're giving yourself an option where, most likely you're going to want those closing costs that we're offering. You're going to want contribution. I mean, who wouldn't? And especially if we're offering, all-time low interest rates. No one's going to leave $10,000 or $8,000 of closing costs on the table. So I do get a lot of realtors from time to time that say, hey, I'm qualified with an outside lender. We'll probably go with ours. But you know how many times out of 10, let's say out of 10 buyers, how many of them decide, hey, you know what, we're going to use your lender because we want the closing costs? 10 out of 10. So I would just, encourage your customer, hey, let's go ahead and apply with their preferred lender with DHI, see how it goes. If you qualify, at least you can go either way. Use our lender for any resale, or for D.R. Horton, you already qualify with this lender, you're ready to go. That would be my best recommendation.
No, and that's a great strategy, actually. One of the things I recommend everybody do is, if you're working with a buyer already and you're sometimes your buyer's not even thinking of buying, like, for example, you guys have a lot of properties in the Homestead, Florida City area, right? Mm-hmm. So that's the beauty of it, that you're building right next to the turnpike, which is like a 2 minutes, 5 minutes away from the turnpike. So if you work, let's say, at the airport, the drive is about 20 minutes, 25 minutes drive on the turnpike, because it's all highway all the way to work. Let's say you work in the middle of Miami, but just take them to one of this brand new construction. They also have properties in north side of Miami, like Miami Gardens, right, Nick? Miami Gardens area.
Another community we're actually selling in Miami Gardens is called Walden Place. We have townhomes right now starting in the mid 300s there right now. And let me tell you that when we had our grand opening, we were in the low 300s. When we had our grand opening about a month ago, we sold 5 buildings on the first night. which is about 60 units each building. So we sold close to about 30 units on day one. And the reason for that is, there's just not enough new construction in that area. And, Walden Place is it's a very strong neighborhood. A lot of people are renting in that area that want to own a home, especially in this time. I mean, people were concerned about coronavirus and that it was not a good time to buy, but it was actually a great time. And people had decided to actually move because they want to own a home instead of being in an apartment building where they're hanging around multiple people in one spot. So, I mean, there's been, again, a lot of movement right now in the real estate market in certain areas. And that location, I mean, right now in Miami Gardens, I got to tell you, is in a huge transition stage right now. I mean, there's a lot of new construction. There was new construction being built in the area as far as retail spaces, commercial. There's hotels being built in that area. They just invested a lot of money in Hard Rock Stadium. So, I mean, there's going to be a huge transition happening in Miami Gardens. I mean, it could be the next Wynwood. It could be the next Midtown, maybe. I mean, Midtown has the water, so we don't have that there. But I mean, as far as the building and the lifelike, there's a future there, and there's a lot of money being invested there. So people recognize that, especially during Super Bowl season. We had another community that we, Princeton Park, that we had maybe over like 50 sales within that month after the Super Bowl, because it was right near the Hard Rock Stadium, and there were people there that recognized the business that was investing there. So it's the way of the future right now. So there's a lot of growth happening, and even in Florida City here too, right next to Homestead, you can see how everything's transitioned. There's a lot of new homes built in Homestead. Those are now those are our developed neighborhoods. And the next trend is right here as well. So that's why people are taking advantage of this, because it's low monthly payments, low interest rates. And, people are now want to invest, they want to gain equity in areas where there's a lot of growth and opportunity.
Absolutely. Nick, I want to thank you so much. Anything else you want to add? How about you put your contact information in the chat?
Yeah.
I'm going to share that with everybody either way, but why don't you go ahead and do that? So everybody, if you want to reach you now.
Yeah, if you don't mind, I just got two other slides I want to show really quick. This is the commission plan. This is the plan that's on the commission for the month for a holiday season. There's 4% commission plus $2,500 bonus. This is the plan for the month. We have to go under contract this month, and the home has to close by the end of February. And these are the communities that are in Miami-Dade that we're selling right now here. I'm just going to show it to you really quick. We have single-family homes in Baywood and Rosecrest. These are single-family home communities. Baywood, we have new home sites that are opening up this month. Homes right now are starting in the 380s and up here at Baywood. They have no CDD, and there's an HOA of about $100 a month. Rosecrest, keep your eyes open on this, guys, because there's a lot of customers out there that don't want association. Rosecrest is one of our communities that has no HOA. So if you have a customer that has a boat, has an RV, that doesn't want to have any regulations on their gardening and what they want to do, they want to plant, Rosecrest is the answer for them, because they can build whatever, they can do whatever they want there. There is a CDD, but no HOA. And then you have Keys Point, which is where I work full time. There's both CDD and HOA. But Keys Point has an amazing clubhouse. I mean, beautiful clubhouse. You have an indoor gym, basketball courts outside. And the HOA is very low. It's only $105 a month. And this has a beautiful lake view from the pool, the community pool. It has a huge lake. And it's going to have picnic centers all over the place. I mean, it's a beautiful community. And actually, as a matter of fact, Dalen, I'd like to set up a time for you guys maybe next month that you guys want to set up an event here when our clubhouse is ready. I want to invite you guys. I want you guys to be the first to come and visit us when the clubhouse is ready. And we'll do like a lunch for you guys.
Yeah, we love that.
And then, of course, Walden. And then we also have a new community that we just opened is Towns at Seascape. These are, this is a D.R. Horton community. Keys Point's Express. So remember, Express is what type of homes? Pre-entry level pricing, standard options. Towns at Seascape is a D.R. Horton, so they have more options and upgrades available here. And what's interesting about this community is that we're offering cable and internet included in the monthly maintenance. AT&T Uverse. We got 3s and 4 bedrooms there in the upper 200s. And then of course you have Walden Place, which you talked about in Miami Gardens. There is a CDD and HOA correct there. And I'm going to send you guys this information sheet that has all the communities. But I just wanted to have you go over really quickly with you what the differences are. And, you know, if you have that customer that doesn't want an HOA, we do have that. If you have a customer that wants a community pool and they want a clubhouse, we have those things. We offer that. And then last but not least, we also offer a lot of coming soon events because we have more communities opening. This is a new one that's in Florida City. It's called Regal Palm. It's going to have, now what's interesting about this community, it's going to be one of the only townhome communities under 300 that's going to have garages and driveways. All of our townhomes right now are just parking spaces, no garages. This will have it. It may be opening sometime next month, I think. We're still waiting on a few contingencies, but we're trying to get this open. So I'd love to team up with you guys somehow to try to create a VIP list or get this on social marketing, social media, so that we can try to create a high entry level list of people for day one. And day one is usually the best time to sell these communities because we have bottom pricing and the incentives. So does anybody have any questions what we went over? Again, I know we were a little bit pressed for time, but I just wanted to make sure I was clear on some of those things.
All right, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to unmute yourself or put it in the chat.
Yeah.
You know, we want to make sure we answer your questions.
Yeah, Nick, what do you have for our agents in terms of marketing material? What can they use to market this to their customers and their prospects?
Excellent question. Thank you very much for asking me that. That's an excellent question. What we can offer is I can offer them the inventory sheets that I'll send weekly. They don't have any D.R. Horton branding, so they can use that sheet from the image and send that to their customers or post that anywhere they want. Also, I could send them the virtual tour links. We have virtual tour links that are available that they're also unbranded. They can post that anywhere on social media, and they can, you know, those are things that we can do. And also in my community in particular, we also do open houses. We have a realtor program where we have agents. We're allowing agents to do open houses for our events. They sit in our inventory homes and they try to create traffic. And you know, if they find any customers for us, they get 3% for any deal. So I mean, again, your business is important to us realtors, and you know, it's very integral for our business plan to work, and that's why we offer the big commissions and we give realtors opportunities to come out there and to help us sell our homes. And we welcome you that, and we appreciate you.
All right, guys, any other question?
I see there's a few questions.
Thank you.
Here. Go ahead.
No, just definitely wanted to thank you for your time and definitely extending all the explanation and information regarding the new homes and upcoming homes. I love the layouts. I actually personally went down to the homestead, so I've seen a couple and I love the layouts. Fabulous job on everything.
No, I thank you very much. We take pride in that. You know, we take pride. We have a great marketing team that helps us with the
and even the materials that were used, I have to say, they look pretty high end.
Oh, well, we appreciate
cabinetry and everything.
Great value, but again, the reason why we offer different collections because we want to target every consumer group. You know, first time home buyers that are, you know, paycheck to paycheck, buyers who do have some savings, and then also high luxury. So we want to target everyone, and it's so important that we do that. That's
I appreciate the diversity. I appreciate, you know, selling to the diversity, to, you know, extending programs to everyone, so everyone has that dream. That dream is actually attainable. That's
what we're here for. And again, and especially even with a resale market that we're in, the market that we're in today, that we're in a seller's market. I mean, we're still offering closing costs. We're still offering high-end commissions. I mean, we're not forgetting our basic. I mean, the base of our business is giving a great customer experience, and also giving a great realtor experience. And there is one thing I do like to share before we go, and it's about making an appointment with me. And I think it's important because you'll get emails from me from time to time. Well, more than time to time, actually, on a consistent basis. And I'm just going to share this with you really quick, and then I'll be on my way out. I know you guys have a lot of things to do. Let's see, share here. Okay. On any emails that you'll get from me, you'll see a signature, my signature here, my information and so forth, where my community is. Here, you're going to see my online business card that you can contact me anywhere. But the link above that, there's a link that's called click here to schedule a showing. By clicking on this link, a new web page will open up, a new window opens, where you can actually register your customer with me online. So if you can't reach me on the phone, you can go right to this email, click on that hyperlink, and you're going to see this appointment request. You can put in your name, your phone number, which communities you want to see, if there's a second community you want to see, what time. And here's some other questions that I'll ask you just so that I can get to know your customer better and know what the discovery is of your customer. How did they hear about us? What area are they interested in? How many bedrooms do they need? And also very important here, if you are a realtor doing it, what's the name of your customer? And that's important to put this here because once you're done, you submit it, a copy will go to you and a copy will go to me. And once I get the copy, I'll register this in my portal, and I'm securing your buyer. I'm making sure that your customer is registered and secured with you. And you'll actually have a copy of this as well so that you're protected as well.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
This is going to my click here to request a showing. It'll automatically open up a window where you'll see this page. And I'll get a copy and you'll get a copy. If anyone has any other questions, if you want to leave your name and phone number on the group chat, I can get in touch with you personally. Anything I can do. Like I said, I'm very excited to create this business relationship with your office and your brokerage and new agents in the business or veterans on the market, to help diversify your income, especially in these times. I'm here for you guys.
Nick, I have one more question. What is the policy now with coronavirus being what it is and everything? What if some of our agents wanted to come down there and shoot some walking tour videos for social media or YouTube or something like that in these communities?
Try to schedule an appointment accordingly. We try to focus on social distancing, of course. We don't want to try to have an overabundance amount of people in one area. Everyone that comes to the office needs to have a mask, needs to have, they want to have gloves on, they can, but definitely have a mask. And we try to keep a maximum amount of people that are in the models so that we can protect one another. Because again, we're still in a very difficult situation right now in this pandemic. And, and we've had some fluctuations on increased cases. So, we have to respect that, and we have to try to protect anyone we can. I mean, we offer hand sanitizer, so you can use our hand sanitizer when you come in. Please make sure you always bring a mask so that you can cover yourself and your customer as well. Make sure they have one too. And if we follow those protocols, I mean, we'll be as safe as possible. But that's what I believe. That's how we're following social distancing. Again, if that's what we're offering.
Okay, thank
you. Have time, and also I already do have some virtual tour links that I can email you directly. And they're unbranded, so you could just post them online within seconds, and you're already out there advertising our products. So, but if you need anything more specific, let me know, and I can try to have my marketing team collaborate with us together to see what we can do. If there's anything else we can try to implement as far as as far as any other type of unbranded material.
Okay, thank you, Nick. I think most of the questions have been answered that are in the chat. I'm monitoring those, and with that, I think that's our time, and we're going to wrap it up. If there's any other questions, you guys can unmute yourselves or drop it in the chat. But most of these have been answered. Thank you, Nick, for your time, and I imagine that we'll follow up with all of your contact information and distribute that to anybody that is interested.
I appreciate that. Like I said, I mean, this is definitely the right time to buy a home. This is a great market, great opportunity for realtors to increase their business and to have a higher probability of converting sales into closings.
Yeah,
and
we have
getting higher
a
reward for
question
it.
in the chat from Ingrid. Is the smart home in all the houses? Is all of them a smart home?
Every DR home right now is a smart home, every one, and it's going to come with the following. It's going to come with it's going to come with the Alexa Dot, and then it's going to come with a Colossus panel, IQ high touch screen panel, which controls the AC. It tells you when the doors are locked or unlocked. It actually takes a picture of the actual person that's deactivating the alarm. It's really high tech, pretty amazing process. I mean, it's an amazing machine, and everything that comes with the home is it's so vital for home security. So, I mean, really, you also have you have some motion detectors that go through the door as well. So it activates the panel, letting you know that there's a door is open or a door closes. You also have a thermostat from the Z-Wave. You have a Z-Wave light switch, so it's actually a timer, so it lets you know when you leave the house, you leave your home in the morning to have the lights off. If you come home late at night, the light will be automatically on. So, I mean, again, no question, this home is smart and it's connected.
And all that's under warranty, right?
They also have warranties on that, correct, too. And then also now there is a service it's all warranted, but you have to pay for a service for it. But I believe they have some, I believe with the system, I think they have like a 3-year, it comes with it for like the first 3 years free, I believe. I mean, you may want to verify with that with the vendor because sometimes those plans change, but we had the vendor on about a month ago on our sales meeting, and they explained that to us that it's supposed to be free for the first 2 or 3 years. That's one of the plans that they have right now at the moment. So, but again, I would check with your vendor that you're going to use for security just to make sure.
Okay, thank you, Nick. That was a good question from Ingrid. Any other questions, drop it in the chat. We'll toss it over to Nick, but otherwise I think we're going to wrap it up. Daylon just texted me and said he had to run to another meeting, so I'm going to close this out by letting everybody know. Well, first of all, thanking you, Nick. If anybody has any further questions, be sure to reach out to us at Broker Nation Doral or Broker Nation Real Estate in North Miami. Myself, most of you know me, Steve. I'm the marketing director for Broker Nation Real Estate. And Daylon, of course, is the broker for Broker Nation Doral. And any of you agents that are with Broker Nation, I want you to be aware that we have a year-end company luncheon coming up. I'm going to share my screen right now. And let everybody know. You guys can see the screen with the year-end company luncheon there. All Broker Nation agents, you are invited. So please come next Friday, a week from today at noon. We're going to be doing a big luncheon, and it's going to be outdoors at Broker Nation Doral. So if you remember from last year's grand opening that we did, there's an area in the back that's covered. It used to be a drive-through for a bank. So it's a really great area to hold an outdoor event. So we're going to be social distancing and stay safe, but still try to do it in a way where we can all get together and celebrate the end of a very unique year, right, together. But I think we're closing it out with a lot of success from a lot of our agents. Anyone that wants to come, you have to register here. I'm going to drop the link into the chat. But you guys have to RSVP if you want to come, because there's going to be limited seating for this, okay? Okay, so thank you, everyone. I just dropped the link in the chat. All you Broker Nation agents that I see, click on that link if you haven't already, and please go right now and RSVP. We want to see you at the end of the year, next Friday. We want to see you at this luncheon. It's going to be a good, it's really sort of our holiday party, our end of the year party that we're going to be doing in lieu of, you know, the way we normally do it. It's a little bit different this year, obviously, because of COVID and everything. So please click on that, register. Nick, thank you. The rest of you, if there's any questions, reach out to me, reach out to Daylon, and we will connect you with Nick. And I'm sure we'll be doing more follow-up with Nick for future episodes and future trainings like this. Thanks, Nick.
Welcome. Thank you very much for having me today. Really appreciate it.
Okay, thanks everybody. Have a great Friday, and we'll see you on Monday. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you for Mindset Monday. Be sure you register for that too, www.brokernation.events. Thanks, guys.